matchup anymore. This is something we've always come back to, right? It's like, all right, at that point, you focus on what your team needs. Try to play it out. LGD, they did take the first game, so at worst, they tie 1-1. It's not like they're going to get 0 points. They're getting something out of their very first game. Cloud9 now fighting to tie this up, make sure they can secure 1 point before they go on to their second match. Obviously, you want to open up TI5 with 1 point on the scoreboard. It feels nice. LGD going for the 3-0. If so, people putting LGD in the top 3 doesn't look too bad. So let's jump into game 2 and find out if Cloud9 can fight back.
Yeah. It's wonderful. Wait, what? What, really? Yes. Waka.
All right, then.
All right, let's get ourselves into the game. And so, second game of the series, pushing for the 3 points, LGD. Cloud9 try and draw it back and keep them at 1 apiece. It will be LGD versus Cloud9 here for the International 5 group stages, day 1.
Yeah. Day 1 is starting, and we see LGD running down as 5 into C9's jungle here. C9 just trying to go out and see if there's any warding going on.
They see them all.
Just trying not to go too far in. Fisher, very dangerous.
Nice observed ward from Notel, leaving it behind.
Defensive ward. Yeah.
Just checking out. Is that close? That's not close enough to block the camp, is it? I think it's fine.
No. It's good.
The dire observer one will, however.
So they pretty much saw where they dropped that ward because of that. They actually still had vision of them running in there and placing it. So now they can make a little bit easier D-ward. They should be able to find that. But they're actually switching lanes already. They are moving their anti-mage to top, it seems. Oh, they're changing their mind again. Bone 7 going back to top. And Terran Envy going back to bottom.
Well, now they get the vision of what's happening in the middle lane. So they see Sala, maybe MMY and Zhao. Wait, it's literally an LGD
they're
train.
They're giving up both the bounty runes.
They are. So the first one's going to go to Yao. He's really defensive. He doesn't really want to go for this. Misery, okay, yeah. He's thinking maybe he can find a telekinesis
bottom is denied.
Okay, yeah. Notel will take care of that one.
Yao was really scared. He was like, I don't want to go for that rune. And then
it's dangerous.
Notel was on the high ground like, well, we can't take it, so just kill it.
You walk close enough that you could get telekinesis grabbed. Because Yao took so long, he doesn't get the fissure block on the first wave.
Yeah. He also had to use one fissure there because he was so scared to check it. So in the end, it's still fine. No bounty rune the way of C9, so LGD is still going to be happy. And he does have a dual lane here with Zhao 8. So his lane is pretty strong. Zhao 8 will harass against the Pugna.
And how's this top lane then meant to work? So you've got MMY. Do you just nightmare into a rocket barrage? You even get aggressive like that, knowing the Bone 7's... Well, you don't know he's only got cogs. But he's only got cogs.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that top lane. I'm just looking at bottom and thinking this lane is gonna crumble. There's 1 tango on No-Tail's Pugna, and there's 4 tangos on Anti-Mage. That's it. That's all your regen. And you don't have any items on Pugna. I don't think you can...
Just believe in the RNG of... one, the lightning not hitting Eternal Envy, and 2, the PMS.
You're going up against 2 salves, clarities, and 7 tangos.
They're getting aggressive. There's already your first stun out in Envy and Notel. Yep, they go for the second with a split earth.
I dodged it, at least, very nicely there. And meanwhile, on top lane, yeah, just looking at it, it just seems like they can't really stop the Gyrocopter from farming either. So the 2 lanes working out really beautifully on LGD, so that puts a lot of pressure over on Fada. He has to do well on the mid lane.
It's very difficult, though, because he hasn't stopped the SF from getting early CS. It's 5-0. The SF's already managed to pick up a bottle. 2-minute rune controls can be really important for him, but at the same time, look where Misery's moving. Yeah. He's coming in to try and find the gank from up the Dire jungle. In fact, the Courier snipe, he's in the perfect position for it. With boots first, the Courier down, run you, catty cat, into the trees and away to safety.
He jukes it, and he finds the S4 rune. Beautiful. Very nice rune there for Shadow Fiend. Well, this is actually making the laning phase extremely hard for C9. They also did not get the D-ward on the pull camp. Look at the bottom. Look at the sentry. It's so close.
It's just off.
Yeah, and the other sentry also. Even though they saw when they put it
they actually brought Envy into...
Oh, no! It's a disaster.
Oh, it's like the holy death.
Where is it?
This is the isosceles triangle. You did not want to get A, does not equal B, and you did not want C.
Yeah, this... With 3 sentries, you should get that D-ward, but this camp is ridiculously big to begin with, so it's really hard to be certain where the ward is. That said, though, these are not ideal sentries, really.
No.
The 2 on top are overlapping really hard.
Yeah, you got mass overlap, and they must have really thought it was in the tree line to the east. It's the only reason they put it there. They're going to be really spitting chips when they look back at that replay later on.
Definitely, and that puts them in such a bad spot because they can't run up and farm. Anti-Mage is not touching the creeps enough. He has 6 CS. He's doing a good job pulling back the creep there. Managed to sneak one. That's what you have to do here. Try and run up, aggro the creeps, pull them back, and get whatever CS you can get.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's still having to keep on par with Sylar, who is 18-9, the highest CSer on the board. And even this middle lane, like, Fader might be really close to the CS of maybe, but at the same time, you have to remember what... Actually, I suppose both can do it with the farming of the jungle.
Yeah, both can do that. However, it's a Shadow Fiend. Like, in true terms of just transitioning into right-click and carry potential, you have to respect the Shadow Fiend's farm more. Of course, Lina, though, needs all the farm she can get so she can actually carry this game in the early stage.
Has Envy abandoned the lane?
Pretty much.
He's walked away coming down for the 4-minute rune.
I think he jungles, but there's no small camp, though, so he has to jungle medium camps.
Xiao Wei's actually stronger than him, and he even gets a regeneration rune after throwing out the stun.
Envy tried to blink in and steal it, but wasn't able to do that.
So they turn No-Tal into a core. You do have one stack, like the Alpha the Mud Golems there, but he's got
You're not turning it into a core, he's just on the lane, sort of. He has a magic stick, that's it. He has no boots even.
Okay, like, this is where I get concerned. When you look at a replay and you follow Eternal Envy's track, and you basically got him walking up to the stairwell, he then loops around to try and check out the rune area.
I mean, what is going on
And then comes back up again to walk to the side, and then walks back over. Like, we're basically playing loop-de-loop.
They're diving?
They're coming in for the mid.
That's not the play?
No, because Yao's got Fisher, and TP support should be available. Misery underneath the tower. In comes the Bane as well. He's not close enough, though. They need to lock him on the other side.
Yeah, they didn't get him there. And they're 3 heroes, so they're pretty strong. I think LGD just needs to back out here. Cannot go in. But I think they're in this stage where, a wise man or a crazy man once said that when a game starts going like this, he just tries to create as much chaos as possible until no one can understand Dota. That's pretty much what you have to do at this stage. They are having 4 of their heroes at the bottom of the CS list. When the Bane is over your anti-mage in last hits, that's when you know.
Yeah, you're having significant troubles here. Misery's going to make a move down to the bottom lane. They have dropped down the Nether Ward, but Xiao Wei, like, you'll get a little bit chipped when he throws out the lightning, but then he moves deeper inside the tree line. He's actually holding clarities as well for Yao.
Yeah. Oh, he might be in trouble here.
No, when Yao's got a fissure available, you're always going to get a little bit more space. Okay, maybe not this much space. And now the TP support arrives in. The lightning's slowing them down. Look for that strike stun. They get the hit over on Misery, and No-Tal doesn't want to run away from this one. Something's grabbed. Will do some work, but in comes Sylar. Not 1, but 2 to pick up the double kill. First blood spilled, and a disastrous start for Cloud9.
Yeah, what a start for Sylar. Just TPing down there, and he's like, oh, you prepared 2 kills for me? I'll just pick up these 2 and then go push for a tower, or just transition back to my farming. Is that the full drums for him now, or Aquila? He is sending out the Aquila and also the Magic Wand upgrade. Alright, so Sylar is doing great.
There was only one casualty that LGD had to suffer during that fight. There was the Mango on Yao.
Rip Mango.
That was the only casualty of war.
It was a hero.
And then you get arcade boots up for Xiao Wei now. They throw the fissure and hit Envy with a stun. The lightning! They actually combo it.
Yeah.
He only moved down there to throw the ward.
Such a dangerous duel lane. I mean, this is not even really a core Leshrac per se, because both of them are cores. Both of them are farming down here. The Shaker and the Lesh just working together. Top lane, Bane actually being caught out here.
Yeah, but the Nightmare's going to protect him, and Sylar in with a full call down. Rocket Barrage, MMY, even on 33 life, you'll survive. Oh, the spirits are being crushed right now of Cloud9, while LGD party hard all night long, while No-Tal bottom lane, he's in trouble, throwing down the Nether Ward. But it's such a simple combo, and they can keep doing it because of the arcane boots.
Yeah, and they don't really care about this level 2 ward. It deals 1.25 damage per mana I use. Okay, fine. But the 2 of us are both going to use our mana to kill you.
Fader.
Oh, the stack.
He's trying to contest the stack, but Yao is the one man who TP'd in. Fisher's over on Fader. Now 1 raise, 2 raise, and the creeps, they're actually coming up to maybe. Fader will salve up and run away.
Yeah, he's going to have to run away, and that stack is pretty much secured. Shadow Fiend is going to clear it right away. Actually, they might try and stack it one more time. Yeah, he's going to wait for the timing.
No.
He doesn't.
Raise 1, raise 2. He can actually kill it before the timing arrives.
Yeah, it's going to spawn anyway, so That's perfectly fine.
So so Cloud9 try and switch things up a little bit.
A little bit?
They've pushed Envy into the middle lane.
Yeah.
This means now that Fader has no home. And Misery is still roaming with him. No Tail is the man who has turned into this semi-core role, sitting back behind the Tier 1 tower, because he's the only man that can sort of farm on this lane with Netherblast.
He can get experience down here at least and make sure that the tower doesn't die. It's about running up, Netherblasting, as you say, and just trying to keep it alive. He's just pinging the Leshrac right now, like, I don't want to do anything against this. But he's getting experience. That is the important part.
LGD's going to pressure more. It's a 3-man smoke and they're moving to bottom lane. So No-Tail's just throwing down the nether wall. They're still alive for 25 more seconds. By the time this gank arrives, actually smoke broke on MMY. Just on the left, so they know Eternal Envy is in the trees, and he's trying to use like this one gap wide farming strat.
Yeah, he's choke point jungling right now.
That's
cutting down trees with his Quelling Blade. And very nice that he did have the double damage there, so he could farm up a little bit
They're going to
faster.
smoke up and move. Clockwork's got a hook shot.
Yeah, and they saw him, they pinged him.
Yep.
Not going shot right away.
They do not want to go in this one. MMY is still here, and he's going to Nightmare over. Actually, he Nightmares up and keeps No-Tail out the fight. So Leshrac will end up dying here.
That's
and with
2 kills.
Laguna Blade, yep, they get some revenge. LGD not finding the perfect moment.
That was a very nice smoke timing there for Bone 7 to be coming in and, you know, just getting in the rear end of LGD's rotation there, finding out the Leshrac.
Envy's trying to be sneaky as well. He's grabbing the Dire Creep Wave and dragging it from between the Tier 1, Tier 2 towers in mid.
He's gonna pull them to Ancients and farm them there. Or is he?
No, he's bringing it back to the mid.
Alright.
I think initially he was looking maybe does not want to give him this room. But I think initially he was just looking for more damage on that Tier 1 tower in mid. It's pretty low as it is.
Yeah, he just wants any gold he can find right now. He's scrambling to find anything. And poor man Envy just running around. Meanwhile, I feel almost equally bad for Big Daddy No-Tail just sitting on bottom lane, because you know they're going to come down here again. The Leshrac is not going to switch lane until this tower is gone. So, farming on the lane right now, very dangerous.
Schmuck time again.
Fisher is going to lead up.
Yep.
This is going to be a kill.
And No-Tail's got no Nether Ward down, so there's Fisher 1, Stun 2, Brain Sap and Lightning, and it just looks easy as pie.
Fisher from the smoke, as it has such a long cast range, it's, you know, if you just stand on the lane, you're guaranteed dead. Meanwhile, Sylar playing very careful top, because he doesn't know where most people are right now. So that means that Rubik is actually being able to lane a little bit and getting closer to level 6.
Sylar's probably going to protect himself. If he dies, that's a lot to be given over.
Oh, yes.
Like, he's almost 5k net worth 10 minutes into this game. In fact, overall, like, well, that 5k net worth is almost the advantage that LGD had until those last 2 kills on bottom lane.
Yeah. I mean, the advantage right now is pretty much gonna increase as well, because they didn't take a single tower until just now, and they will start making the rotations from tower to tower. But that also gives Envy a chance to start running around in the jungle and farm.
Well, it's nice the Clockwork now has a Blade Mail, but there's not much to go with that. Like,
Brown Boots Blade Mail, it's the new fashion, dude.
Yep.
I mean, I would like to see a magic wand with it as well, but if you gotta get your Blade Mail early on Clockwork, do what you gotta do, because Blade Mail is core for this hero, so extremely core. Now he can hook in and know he can punish Shadow Fiend.
There it is. Goes on maybe, but the Fissure actually off target. Doesn't really get the Sun in control. They Nightmare on the edge. He evaded. He just evaded Laguna?
Yeah,
maybe. Throwing back out again. The call down from Sylar and Bone 7. Fiend's Grip, No-Tail trying to give the life, but it's not enough when Yao jumps in for the Echo. They've lost 2. They're going to lose 3 here. And they actually keep Misery alive. Potentially going to go for 4. Envy jumps in. He actually doesn't find anything. He man breaks does some decent damage, but the SF was the only casualty of war, and that was dying to the Pugna.
That was so beautiful play
to the leader.
by Mama, yeah. Going in there and getting the Nightmare on the Shadow Fiend as the Laguna King. Just perfect, like, could not have been better.